God is trying to get your attention and tell you he knows you've been through some hard times, but he brought you out of the hard times. You know you had some tears from some pains you've experienced, but he brought you out of all those experiences. I need somebody that's not afraid to be a testimony in here that God will bring you out. Y'all still a little too quiet. I said I need some witnesses that will tell somebody else by the sound of your voice and the sound of your praise that God will bring you out every time. Now, would you please, if you're not too antisocial, tell a neighbor God will bring you out. Whatever you are in, because he brought you out in your past. That the devil meant for some of us to be dead already. But God brought us out time and time again. Please tell a neighbor God gonna do it again. I played a song in here last Wednesday where the singer began to say, if he split the Red Sea before, he will do it again. If he brought down fire to the sacrifice, he will do it again. If he made a way out of no way, he will do it again. I got to find some he will folk in here. Y'all still a little too low. Find you a neighbor that look like they barely making it and tell them whatever it is, he will do it again. Y'all still ain't talking to your neighbor like you got. I said, find you a neighbor and tell him I don't know what's going on in your life, but I want to tell you that God gonna do it again. Tell him whatever you're scared of, whatever you're doubting, God gonna do it again. I got to leave, y'all. Take me on up. God told me to tell everybody that is listening to his voice today. He said, don't worry about your tomorrow. If I got you through yesterday and I got you here right now, then I'll take care of your tomorrow. Songwriter said many things about tomorrow. I don't seem to understand, but I know, Lord, I got to find me a church somewhere, but I know who holds my future. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. Look at a neighbor and say, neighbor, you ain't got no business worrying about your tomorrow. Whatever bills you got to pay, whatever problems you got to deal with, whatever healing issues you gotta see your doctor about, whatever's going on with your family, whatever's going on with your finance, don't worry. He said, don't get carried away with wind and doctrine, because the world will have you believe anything, that the world gonna collapse at any moment. But my life is not my own. I said my life belongs to God. Look at neighbor and say, neighbor, I belong to God. I got to find somebody that'll help me minister, because there's some hurting folk out here right now. And I'm trying to hold my place. Find you somebody to minister to and tell them, don't worry about it. God's gonna take care of it. Tell him it's gonna be all right. How do you know it's going to be all right? Because the closing verse of 10 and 11 says, be still still. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me in here. That word now is translated. When you read it up in the Ruba, in the Jewish, I'm trying to think of smaller words. If you read a different text, according to the rabbinical Bible, you'll find out that what it means is, hush your mouth and watch me work. Yeah, that'll work right there. Tell a neighbor whatever's going on, shut your mouth and watch God work. Tell him if it's in your body, take your medicine and watch God work. Go on to the doctor. I hear you, Holy Ghost. I said, go on to the doctor. Let the doctor give you his reports, his diagnosis and prognosis. I said, and let God do what he gonna do. Because it ain't over just because you gave me your words. Because there is a doctor. I got to find somebody in here that has never lost a patient. Nudge your neighbor and say, neighbor, you got to help me celebrate. You got to help me lift up Jesus. Because I'm here right now. That means tomorrow is already secure. Because I'm alive today. That means tomorrow is going to be all right. He said, tell my people never worry. Tell them to never fear. None of their crisis. None of their circumstances. Stop feeling in despair. He said, reverse what you feel. I got to find me a church. I said, reverse what you feel. Reverse what you experiencing. I wish I had time to talk to somebody. Because some of y'all in here, church is the only place you found some mental relief, because you get to hear something positive, because everywhere else you go, everybody's giving you bad news. Nobody wants to say it's gonna be all right. Nobody wants to tell you it's gonna get better. But I dropped by here. Church still too low. Tell a neighbor it's gonna be all right. Tell them that's the bottom line. Whatever you're dealing with, it's gonna be, it's gonna be, it's gonna be. He said, tell my people that have not quit, even when they didn't see or feel like I was with them, that I see you pushing. I see you holding on. I know it ain't everybody, so I know it ain't everybody, but somebody throw your hand in the air and say, I'm holding on. I heard the hymn writer say, time is filled with swift transition. None on earth, then who can stand? Build your hope on things eternal and hold to God's unchanging hand. Grab a neighbor's hand and tell him hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand.